We did that trip at night, didn't we? Where they took you out. They do one night trip where you just literally go out and you go down these tributaries and these little rivers and things. And then all of a sudden they just turn everything off and it's unreal. There's just no light. You can see I've never seen the stars as bright in my life. It's
really
just what an unreal experience, just listening to all the sounds.
What? That's a sloth. What's that?
We thought it looked like you.
What you need to sleep all the time?
Yeah, exactly. You fall asleep anywhere. You fall asleep anywhere.
Oh, listen, I've changed my diet.
Yeah.
What was the real highlight for you?
I think for me, seeing the wildlife, but also going to the Sacred Valley. And that was, I was like, really? But absolutely unreal to just go and see these places.
What is the Sacred Valley?
It sort of leads into Machu Picchu, doesn't it? So you land in Cusco, which is really high up. Then you go down into the Sacred Valley, and I think that helps you climatize for a couple of days.
Right.
And then you stay there, and then we drove to a village near Machu Picchu where you stay in another hotel, and then you're up really early in the morning. I was amazed. You get up and you walk around the corner because they take you in a bus to Machu Picchu. Yeah, but we went on the train to the village, and then we got the bus from the village up to Machu Picchu.
It was incredible.
It was actually, I'd say it's life-changing. Definitely that experience. Yeah. Especially for someone like you who's not really into the wildlife and things. I go hiding away, taking pictures of squirrels and things in woods, so I'm used to it. You're not, are you? And it was eye-opening for you.
Yeah. Well, I loved it. I would do it again.
Welcome to Now Boarding.
Hello and welcome to Now Boarding, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes of travel, sharing real stories from the people and places that make holidays unforgettable. I'm Phil, the CEO of the Travel Village Group, and what makes this podcast different? Well, we record every episode in just one take, so you get the laughter, the surprises, the unfiltered moments, everything exactly as it happens. And my hope is that these stories inspire your next adventure. And when they do, the Travel Village Group and the team are ready to make it a reality. So let's get started. This podcast today is something a little bit special because I've got one of my great mates and another great mate, actually, Mrs. Gillian Williams, and her husband, Mr. Richard Williams. Now, This is a good one because the two of them have just been on one of the most amazing trips that many people would have thought probably would never happen. But actually, now you can do this. And they've been with Uniworld cruising the Peruvian Amazon. And I think, did you go to Machu Picchu?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
So listen, let's start at the beginning. I mean, well, we've known each other a long time. You must have known each other a long time. You two, I'll say two. Not setting the tone anyway for the day. So listen, what was it that drew you to the Peruvian Amazon? Because it is completely, it's totally left field and actually, top bucket list destination, isn't it?
It was incredible.
Why did you pick it?
Well, Richard absolutely loves photographing wildlife. I've always loved geography. Learned all about the Amazon when I was at school and always loved anything to do with that. So kind of combined both of those things together. And we saw the trip, the Amazon, and then coupling it up with Machu Picchu. It's completely bucket list. It was out of this world. And we said to fellow guests on board, it's really hard to articulate just how good the ship was, but in the next half hour, we'll have a bash at doing that.
What? It was in the Aria, the ship?
Amazon Aria.
The Amazon.
That was unreal. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah. For me, it was definitely going to see the wildlife. I wasn't too bothered on the, thinking about all the other places like Machu Picchu. I'm glad we did it now because it was unreal. But at the time, I thought, for me, bucket list, get out in the Amazon, out in some skiffs and looking for a few sloths and things. And
I was going to say, because you produce your own calendar every year. I think, is it Red Squirrels?
It's Red Squirrels this year. Yeah.
So what's it going to be next year? We're going to be doing sloths and...
it might be sloths.
Pink dolphins,
macaws. Macaws, yeah. We did see 2 or 3 macaws, didn't we?
Did you really?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. just it's so hard to describe. You need to. It was just being immersed in nature for a week is the way I'd describe it.
But it's also the sounds and the feeling of it, because when you're in the middle of the Amazon, there's just you with your guide. There's between 6 and 8 people on the skiff, so everybody has got an amazing view. And you go up the little tributaries. They know where to look for all the different wildlife, and then all of a sudden they'll like come to a stop, and you'll see like a troop of monkeys like jumping from tree to tree, or see one of them hanging by its tail having a drink. You'll see like so many different species of bird, and it's the sounds, and there's nothing else around. It's just unbelievable.
Well, we did that trip at night, didn't we? Where they took you out. They do one night trip where you just literally go out and you go down these tributaries and these little rivers and things, and then all of a sudden they just turn everything off, and it's unreal. There's just no light. You can see I've never seen the stars as bright in my life. It's
really
just what an unreal experience, just listening to all the sounds.
They did one of the moments. I can imagine you sat there feeling dollars. One of the moments you start to shine a light. All you can see his eyes looking at you.
Yes, literally, they had big they had big searchlights on the boat, and you drive. Yeah, we saw these caimans, all sorts. Yeah. What amazed me was these huge bats just flying, low over the river, catching all the insects and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just...
And you can see
You can see it. Yeah. They follow them with the searchlights and everything. It's just honestly unreal. Yeah.
We were like this close away from like a snake hanging out of a tree one time.
Yeah.
And then they do like some really special things when you're on board, like really special moments. So like one morning we got really early. There's 4 skiffs. When you were having breakfast on the Amazon.
Yeah, why are you saying that?
Then all of a sudden, the 4 skiffs, they go to the meeting point, and then there's another boat there from the ship, and they've brought breakfast for us, so we're all in a row. You've got your own little wooden tray with like hot sandwich. You had like smashed avocado.
Smashed avocado with egg. Yeah. I'll be happy with that.
They serve you like hot. They serve you hot coffee. And this is in the middle of the Amazon, and you just enjoy your breakfast. You've got the beauty of like the river around you, and like I keep going back to it, the sound, of the jungle. It was just unreal. And then another day we did something similar. We had lunch, and then the executive chef from the ship came out, and he made ceviche, which is a local Peruvian dish. So everybody had some of that.
Ceviche piranha, Benny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have any because I don't have a bird. But again, for dietary needs, they brought me my own special dish out. They didn't need to do that. I would have been fine. But they make sure that you are well looked after. And again, that's like another really like special moment. And then they did like a sundowner. So they took you to the birthplace of the Amazon.
Really?
And they served you all like a nice cocktail.
Yeah,
you watched the sun.
Just went out into the middle, didn't we? Yeah. And they're there with the spritzers and just serving it at the confluence where all the rivers meet at the start of the Amazon. Yeah. You're out there at sunset, just an unreal experience.
Just magical.
Yeah.
Because those tributaries, is it the Ucayali? Ucayali.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it? And the Pacaya, is it?
Yeah, and the Marignon. Marignon.
Yes.
Then you pronounce it. I mean, the stuff that you see, it's just, I can't imagine what you've been through. You've just explained some of the meals and how they serve the meals and where. But what was a day like? What did a day look like?
Well, you got prepared to be up early because they give the option for 5:30.
5 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, 5:30. First skiff out 5:30 because that's when you see all the wildlife, of course, when they're out looking for the food first thing in the morning.
Right.
So you're out then, and then you'll go out for a couple of hours. You'll come back, have some breakfast, then you can go out again, and then you're back for a bit of a siesta, and then out again. So it's like 3 times in a day out in the skiffs. One of the most exciting things for me was on the area. They take you out in the skiffs, but when you come back, the area's still moving, and you suddenly felt like a commando because you come up and then you get on the boat while they're both moving. Every dead safe and everything. Anyone could do it.
Yeah.
But what an experience! Just even doing that.
The area, she doesn't have an anchor, so she can go really close to the edge, and like she just moors up at the side of the riverbank. So like each morning we'd go and have a look, and you could see monkeys, birds,
Yes, brilliant.
kingfishers, all sorts. It was just incredible, really.
Yeah, I've converted you because you weren't really a wildlife fan, were you? But yeah, we converted.
That's quite interesting, isn't it? Because, like you just alluded to before, most people, when they go to South America, or they're going around the area to Peru, it's because Machu Picchu, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But actually, there is another side of it, because I think I'm a bit like you. Machu Picchu, and I'm not saying for 1 minute it's not an incredible experience, but for me, the opportunity to get down and dirty with nature.
We went to the villages.
They're two different worlds, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, one's like over 1.5 miles up in the air, above sea level, and the other one, you're right down the bay. I mean, that's it. And that, for me, that's what really appeals to me, is getting in. And are the villages along the river?
Yeah, there are some like little villages and communities along the river. So we went and visited a couple of them, and they show you what their daily life is like, and they show you how they made all these like beautiful garments. And we've brought a couple of things with us today. So they, they're very, very creative. Like that's like a napkin ring, and we made sure that we would buy things from these local communities just to help them.
Yeah, what they did as well, they had a collection on board, and you all donated. And then they went and bought what the village needed, as in supplies and things. And then we went one afternoon, delivered that to one of the villages and everything. It just
the children, they introduced themselves in like lovely English, and said what they wanted to be. They sang us a song.
Well, they had you leading on "If You're Happy and You Know It," and you forgot the words, didn't you?
Shy.
What key was that in, Jill?
D minor. Flat.
I see. You see, the thing is, when you're buying gifts like that have been handmade, certainly from a destination like the Amazon, that's something you just said there. That is a napkin ring. Yeah. You put that on the dinner table.
Talking point.
And there you go.
Yeah,
100%. And the interesting thing is, because these people these people traded with the Incas.
Yeah.
Because, the Incas used to come down, they'd provide things, and it was things like feathers and all sorts of stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the two parts, the top and the bottom, met and traded, as people. That's a sloth. What's that?
We thought it looked like you.
What you need to sleep all the time?
Yeah, exactly. You fall asleep anywhere. You fall asleep anywhere.
Oh, listen, I've changed my diet.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what was really interesting that you don't think about as well. It was going to Iquitos. You can only get there by plane or by boat.
I was just going to say, there's no way it's landlocked. You can't drive there.
No.
And go on. And what was that like?
That was.
How did you get there?
Yeah, well, we flew, didn't we? Took an internal flight for about an hour. From Lima, and then we had lunch. It was there's a restaurant called the Iron House.
Beautiful.
And it was actually built or supposedly designed by Gustav Eiffel.
Yeah.
Bit of a spoiler. It wasn't. It was built in Belgium and shipped, but it was all iron. But that was the first real meal we had, and that's where I tried ceviche for the first time, and that was just unreal. They all have these. What were they called now? Like a tuk-tuk, but they're a Honda.
Oh, yeah.
And they all go around on all these. Yeah, it was a bit like being in Asia, really, with all these tuk-tuks just everywhere.
Well, we're not even going to go there, are we?
No.
Thank God.
If me and Paula were there, we've got previous with tuk-tuk races.
Tuk-tuk race.
Do we have a drag race in Bangkok?
Yeah. I think I've still got a video somewhere.
Yeah.
I've still got that video. It
That was dangerous.
was dangerous, yeah. But we've lived to tell the story.
Yeah.
Just going back, you mentioned about the flight. How long did it take you to get there from the UK? Because it's not a 5-hour, 6-hour flight down there, is it? How did you get there?
So we flew Manchester to London,
Okay.
London to Madrid,
Yes.
and then Madrid to Lima. So 3 flights.
Yeah. Depending where you live, of course.
We're in the north, but I have to say the flights were excellent. We flew with Iberia.
Yes.
We did treat ourselves to an upgrade because I'm not the best flyer in the world, so we did treat ourselves on the big flight to an upgrade.
No.
And it was worth.
Was it worth?
It's the way to travel if you could do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, tell me some nuts.
Yeah. But I tell you, I'd do it. I'd go in steerage just to go back. It was that good. I don't care how I get there. I'd just go.
That is a great compliment.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
great.
feel like in a heartbeat.
Would you really?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was just that good.
What were the highlights for you of this trip? Because I mean, every day must have been an eye opener. I mean, you just said you can go out 3 times a day.
Yeah.
What was for you, Richard? What was the real highlight for you?
I think for me, seeing the wildlife, but also going to the Sacred Valley, and that was, I was like, really, but absolutely unreal to just go and see these places.
What is the sacred? The sacred
It's,
valley?
it sort of leads into Machu Picchu, doesn't it? So you land in Cusco, which is really high up. Then you go down into the Sacred Valley, and I think that helps you climatize for a couple of days.
Right.
And then you stay there, and then we drove to a village near Machu Picchu where you stay in another hotel, and then you're up really early in the morning. I was amazed. You get up and you walk around the corner because they take you in a bus to Machu Picchu.
Okay.
Yeah, but we went on the train to the village, and then we got the bus from the village up to Machu Picchu. But you stay, so it's you go on the train, stop overnight, you're up early to get the bus, and we were up at 5, was it? So a lot of early starts, but the queue was huge. Very touristy, but you've got to see it, haven't you? Like you said, you go, really, Machu Picchu, everyone goes, but it was unreal. And I think one of the best experiences was the hotels that UniWorld provide were unreal, weren't they? The standards were great, really, really good.
Really good.
And one thing, I'll tell you the highlight that sticks in my mind was one day we're in Cusco, and they take you to the market to have a look. And what they did, they give you 20 soles. I can't remember what that is. It's not very much, about £5. And you have to go and buy what you'd eat in a day, or provide the meals in a day, what you'd have for a family in Peru. So we did that. They call it, they said, you need to get some yappa. I'm like, what's yappa? And yappa is a bit extra. So you have to go, we want to buy this. And what about yappa? And they'd give you a bit. I got a fish head, because you would, of all things. So I got 2 fish and a free fish head.
And I don't like fish.
But what we did, we all went back and showed what we got. And then Carlos, who was the guide, he took us, and we found needy people. And we gave all the food to
They weren't beggars.
They weren't beggars. They were really hard working, trying to sell the wares.
Yes.
And we chatted to one lady. I remembered she was selling it's sugar cane, wasn't it? She was selling it to put her son through university. Yeah. And so we gave her some of the food to take home. Honest, I've never seen someone's face light up as much when I gave her this huge fish. It's just unreal. But what a moment that was. And that, you talk about supporting the locals and giving back. That was a massive highlight for me, definitely.
I was going to say,
What about you?
Well, the highlights for me were the ones that I've mentioned on the Amazon. That was just
Really, yeah.
like really, because you know me, you know that I like the nice things in life. So I'm not really into the wildlife and everything as much as Richard is. And I was surprised at how much I really did enjoy that and those special moments. But just going back to what Richard was saying about the Machu Picchu side of things, it's so well organised. So basically, they have one bus, fill up and go, then another bus.
Oh, it was really quick, wasn't it? Yeah.
And,
It's well organised.
Yeah.
and then when you get to the top, there wasn't actually that much of a queue.
There wasn't, no.
Because it is so well organised. And Machu Picchu, we were surprised at the amount of visitors. We thought it would be like in the millions, but isn't it like something like 3 million a year?
Yeah, it was only 3 million people a year visit Peru, actually, which was, that's what we get in Blackpool in a couple of months, isn't it? Yeah,
absolutely.
A high season. Yeah.
So, was there anything that surprised you when you were out there? Was there anything that surprised you, really stood out? And
for me, I think it was Peru itself, because it's not a place you think of going.
No.
Do you? And you felt, they were telling the story about, they talk about a lot of corruption, don't they, with the government? And we were chatting to Lotte, said, we don't care about that. We're just going to build a country on hard work, which was really interesting.
It felt safe.
Yeah, it felt safe. Absolutely, we did. Yeah.
it's quite interesting. I'm sat here, and I probably said the least of any podcast.
Do you want me to book
Just
you?
listen. Do you want me to book you? Oh, listen, I'm going to have the most amazing.
You and Mrs. Nuttall.
You sold it to me. You sold it to me. So,
Get your card out.
what? Excuse me. Oh, dear. So, tell me, insects. because everybody listening to this and watching this is going to want to know, were the big creepy crawlies, did you get bitten to death at any point, or,
Well,
you know?
I'm going to give you a top tip.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Top
Wait,
tip.
hang on a minute. We love a top tip.
Right, okay.
Come on, what's the top tip?
So Mozzies love Gill. So, but I found this thing on
Someone's
Amazon.
got
You
it.
can get the someone, yeah, exactly. And it's like a heat treatment thing, and you go, this would never work. You buy them, they're about 20 quid, and if you get bit, you apply. There's 2 levels on it, and you put this heat on the bite. No stinging whatsoever. Again, no itching. It was brilliant. I only got bit twice. You got a bit more, didn't you?
I had about 8 in total, but they didn't bother me at all. I took so much stuff out with me, like sprays and everything.
Actually, there was no malaria at all in the Peruvian Amazon.
We just take the trip out to Corfu, and in the evening, some of the people were bit, depending where you were near water, they were bitten in the evening, and quite nasty, a couple of the bites.
Mm-hmm.
So what is this, Richard? What is it?
It's a heat treatment.
It's a zapper.
Jill calls it the zapper, as you would do. It's battery operated.
Right.
It's like a white device, and you literally press it, and it's like a little heat pad on it. It's a little bit painful, but not too bad. And once you've done that, it sort of treats it. Really, if you Google ours, they're on Amazon, so you can find them there.
Top tip, that.
Yeah. And to be honest, when you're out in the skiffs, you're moving a lot, so there wasn't a chance for the insects to bite you.
Did you see that with the big dragonflies and things? Did you not see that?
We saw a big tarantula, didn't we? But that was.
Did you?
Yeah.
What in the wild?
Yeah, you just have a look at this. Tarantula there. Yeah.
And they saw like an anaconda.
Yeah, anacondas,
And spiders. But the
poison dart frogs. Yeah, have a look at this.
The bugs don't bother you.
No.
The bugs, they don't come and bother you.
Yeah.
Because you're always on the go. And like the people on our trip, not many of them were suffering from bites. There was just one lady that was like, she was worse than me, bless her.
Yeah, but not bad. I honestly, I was surprised.
Did you see any pink dolphins?
Yeah,
We did.
And the brains.
Yeah. Struggled to photograph them because they're really quick. But there's one area we went down this tributary. We went to it's a reserve, and what they do, they give tickets, and the skiffs have to pull up and give the ticket to go into the reserve.
Right.
We just pulled up there, and there was like a big pod of them, wasn't there? It was unreal, and they are really pink as well.
Are they?
Yeah. Amazing.
Oh, you sounds like you had the best time ever.
It was incredible.
It's actually, I'd say it's life changing.
Really?
Definitely that experience. Yeah, especially for someone like you who's not really into the wildlife and things. I go hiding away, taking pictures of squirrels and things in woods, so I'm used to it. You're not, are you? And it was eye opening for you.
Yeah. Well, I loved it. I would do it again.
Spot on. So there's something else I just want to talk about while we're here, because this is quite on point. And I was with you, wasn't I? We went for a night out in London, didn't we, last week?
We did.
We did. And the lovely Mrs. Gillian Williams was actually recognised as the #1 cruise agent in the whole of the UK at the TTG Awards. How good is that? How did you feel? I mean, you didn't expect to win it, did you?
No.
Well, you wouldn't.
No, I'd convinced myself that I wasn't, and I was like, it was just so good to be down to the last 8. Privilege, because like the people that were in the category, it's such a strong category, so everyone is worthy. So when they called my name, all day I've been, no, I'll be fine, practicing my poker face, as you do. And Paula told me off. She said, no, you need to manifest it. I'm like, okay. And then when they shouted my name or called my name, I was like, wow.
It was a moment.
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody was cheering. It was great. The table I was on, everyone was cheering.
I can't remember.
Well, you don't, when things like that happen,
I can't remember.
It's hard, isn't it? I remember similar sort of things, when I got the, lifetime achievement, you're in the moment, aren't you? But listen, if you want to speak, if you want to talk to Jill, just Google her, Gill Williams, and you'll find her, and you can talk to her about your cruise holidays or your future cruise holidays. She'll look after you. Certainly your river cruises. But well done, Jill. It's a great accolade, and no one can ever take that away from you. And when you work out that in the UK, how many thousands of travel agents there are, for you to actually have scooped that award is incredible, and it's great recognition for all the hard work you put in for your customers as well.
But I'm just me,
Yeah, I know.
That's why.
I was going to say we love you for that, but we have to, really, don't we?
No, someone has to.
Jill, you have to.
I say that before Richard does.
Listen, now while I've got you both here, while I've got you, Mr. and Mrs., because it's normally me and Mrs. Nuttall, but now I've got Mr. and Mrs. Williams here. Let me ask you some. I had to use quick fire questions.
Okay.
People ask. So I'll start with Richard. Listen, here's a good one for you. So what was the stronger kick? Was it the altitude at Machu Picchu or the humidity of the Amazon?
The altitude, I think.
Did it get you?
It didn't get me, but I was a bit dubious about it. And what I did, it said, I read somewhere that you could take ibuprofen for it. So I took some just in case. And then I woke up in the night, didn't I? I feel a bit just rough, not bad. And it turns out after I read it, it was actually the symptoms for not having enough water and taking the ibuprofen. If I not took them, I'd have been all right. Yeah.
What about you, Jill?
I had a headache one day and I just couldn't get rid of it, no matter how many tablets I had. I mean, it didn't detract from the day, and I don't really get headaches.
No.
So, but I put that down to, similar to Richard, more not having enough water because we're out all day. I'm always a little bit doubtful of toilet situation, which I had nothing to worry about really.
That's another good question. I mean, the toilet situation, when you go to a place like that, no problems. Were you okay? Or was it a bit...
We're okay in most places.
Except
for one.
It was interesting.
Except for one.
Yeah.
Let's have a story.
We were all queuing up because we just...
Think wooden hut in the Amazon.
And the flusher was
the dunny.
And the flusher was like a bucket of water.
That you pour, yeah. But it's all part of the experience, isn't it? You know what I
Part of
mean?
the experience. Well, listen,
Yeah.
listen. Bucket list destination. Which one have you yet to tick off? Come on, Jill, you tell me first. Bucket list destination you've not been to. Now you've done this.
I would like to experience something with Richard that is a bucket list destination.
Okay.
So that's South Africa. So I have been to South Africa, but it was on a familiarisation trip. I would like to go with Richard.
Yeah.
Do a safari, but also do it in more detail. I would also like to do Livingston Falls as well. So.
Okay, Rich, what about you?
Oh, easy one for me, Antarctica.
Oh.
I want to go and see some penguins and
Yeah. You see,
You're still going on about Antarctica.
I know. I fancy that. It's cold.
You can go.
What's the best trip you've both done together so far?
Definitely what we've just done, the Amazon,
Really?
without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. You
Yeah.
know some trips.
Yeah.
Flipping it. Who's the best packer?
Definitely me.
Richard.
Another top tip for you. Yeah, it's packing cubes from Amazon. And they're even now starting to do the ones where you suck all the air out. So vacuum packing, brilliant, man. You'll be amazed what you can get in them.
It takes me a week to pack.
Mrs. Nuttall always ends up buying a suitcase and I'm paying more to bring them all.
I bought one. I bought one in Peru.
Yeah.
To bring more stuff home.
Yep.
Seriously.
John, my word. Listen, what's more wow? Blackpool Illuminations or the Amazon skies?
That's a tough one, mate. It's got to be Blackpool Illuminations, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm going with that.
Yeah.
For the sake of my marriage, I'm not answering it.
No, go on. It might work both ways.
Listen, just before we finish, it's been great having you both on here. Every year you take a special trip away, don't you?
Yes, we do.
With somebody very famous, don't you?
We do.
Yeah.
Every year over the last few years, we've been fortunate enough to do river cruise in Venice. And we're going to
Venezia.
La Venezia with Uniworld, and hosted by Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen and his lovely wife, Jackie.
They're lovely people, by the way.
Absolutely. And, people that have been on those trips have loved them. And in fact, people are free booked to go again. We're planning 2 more for next year. So
which way are you going this next year? So
this year we're doing the Danube.
this year doing the Danube, okay.
And next year we've got 2 special ones planned. don't want to give too much
No,
away.
don't do
just,
that, no.
Just watch this space, but they're going to be, it's one next year, sorry, and one the year after, but both of them are going to be pretty special.
And then you know what? And the fair dues, Lawrence, he puts a proper shift in. He's a genuinely lovely family man.
Oh, he was.
He works hard, and everybody who goes on those cruises with you and with Lawrence, they have an amazing experience.
Yeah.
And he's fully invested in it. So, you know, total respect. He's a great man, and I think we'll be talking a little bit more about Lawrence in another podcast. But watch this space. So for me, you know, all that's left for me to say is thank you. Can I just have a quick go at these panpipes?
Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah.
I'm sat here looking at it. You got them from the Amazon.
Yeah.
So where'd you blow into them?
Got the notes on there for you.
I play the piano, not the pipe. So you just give them a...
No.
Blow across it.
Where'd you go? Show me. Oh, like that. You sound like a clanger.
They did teach us how to play the flight of the Coastal.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah. Wrong way.
Right. That's enough of that. As you can see or hear, I can't play the panpipes. And so I want to say thank you to Richard and Gill Williams for joining me today, telling us all about the Peruvian Amazon. And if you want to know more about that, it is a bucket list trip that you really, really must do at some point. Give Gill a ring. You'll find her online. Just Google Gill Williams Travel Village. You'll find her straight away. Don't worry about that. I just want to thank you, as usual. Thank you so much for listening. I hope the stories that Richard and Gill have shared with you today have really inspired your next adventure. Don't forget to subscribe. You'll never miss out on an episode. And follow us on Instagram at NowBoardingTBG. NowBoardingTBG for behind-the-scenes content. And if today's chat has you dreaming of your own getaway, the experts at the Travel Buddies Group and Gill will always look after you and make your dreams a reality. Thank you so much.
Does that apply at home as well? Does she make your dream reality at home? Just wanted to check.
Well, I'm not sure, Richard. I'm sure she does. Okay. Listen.
He loves carbonara.
He likes carbonara. Thank you so much for joining us. As you can tell, it's chaos here at the Travel Buddies Group. Thanks so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.